What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Erasure, and we're back with a tune from their album, The Innocents. This album's from 1988. I don't think I had it on cassette tape back in the day, though I definitely remember a couple of the tunes that are on this from the radio, and I think maybe I had Chains of Love as like a cassette tape single. But yeah, this is 1988. I believe there was an album between this and Wonderland, which I think is called The Circus, and my understanding is that was sort of their breakthrough album. So yeah, I don't know their catalog nearly as well as Depeche Mode. Again, there's a few songs of theirs that I definitely remember hearing on the radio, but yeah, it'll be more of a sort of fresh listen with a lot of these tunes compared to, when I'm reacting to Depeche Mode, or even Duran Duran, who I definitely, listened to a little more intently as a kid. But look, I love Vince Clarke's production. I just think he has fantastic, sense when it comes to synthesizer work and bass lines and so on, whether it's his early work with Depeche Mode or his work with Yaz or indeed his tunes with Erasure. I just really like his music making. So yeah, and then again, I mentioned in the last reaction, Andy Bell got a great voice, so it's just a dynamite combination. So, and in fact, someone was saying that in the UK, Depeche Mode maybe not quite as popular as they are here in the States, where he was saying your Erasure, by the other hand, or on the other hand, massively successful in the UK and internationally too. But yeah, so like in their home base, if you will, my understanding is that Erasure is actually more popular, which again, to each their own. Like, there's space in my brain for a lot of different things, and just because I like something a lot doesn't mean I can't find space for something else. So yeah, we're gonna listen to Ship of Fools, which it makes a point here on the disc to say that it was co-produced and engineered by Dave Jacob. So yeah, this is a tune I definitely remember the music of. Not so much the lyrics or any of the lyrical themes, although again, that makes me think of someone who commented when I did a reaction to, was it Don't Go? I think it was Don't Go. Maybe it was Situation. Actually, I think it was Situation. And they basically said, it's not a coincidence that you didn't remember the lyrics for this and you only kind of remember the synth line and sort of the music, because Vince Clarke has always maintained that, really good music is more important than really good lyrics. So, the words don't matter as much as I think what he said. So, yeah, again, it may be telling that when I think of this tune, I can only think of sort of that main kind of like, I don't know, a bit mysterious sort of synth line. I believe it starts the tune, so we'll hear it straight away. But yeah, I don't really remember, what the lyrics are about or what they get to. So comment if you have, a clear angle on that, and I'll try to pick up lines as I go. But when I listen to these songs without a sort of long background of thinking about the lyrics, I have to just sort of adjust and think about them more in the moment, rather than sort of elaborating my ideas about the song beforehand. So let's get to it. This is Ship of Fools by Erasure, and again, this is co-produced and engineered by Dave Jacob on their 1988 album, The Innocents. Oh, it's so good. And again, the bass line in conjunction with that wonderful synth line. Oh, sort of like dissonant, like flare right before the measure change, and like beginning of the verse. Oh. Really sort of like, kind of classic organ kind of keyboard sound on the melody is fantastic. Vocal technique there is crazy. Kind of like, yeah, it's like vibrato, but it's like at the beginning of the note, not like hanging at the end of it. pingy kind of melodic touches. I'm like, I am trying to pick up on the lyrics, but there's just layers to the production here. Oh, I love that.
He was the baby of the class, you know. He really didn't know that my love was too soon to fall. He was the baby of the class. He was so young and so uncertain.
So this is like a narrative about someone, or at least that section was. I love that melodic. Melisma. Again, I was never a music major, so I have poverty of language when it comes to technical terms, but because it's not like a word, right? He's just singing like it's multiple notes of ooh. But it's also we is in here, so like. Why is life so precious and so cruel? Oof. If that is indeed what I heard correctly there, that sentiment alone, that question, which, you know, not sure anyone has an answer to, or at least not a good answer. Yeah, like that is immensely profound because it is so precious, so fragile, so brief, so ephemeral, and yet while we're here, it can be so brutal and cruel and rough and unfair. So yeah, again, without even picking up a lot of the other lyrics, if I was correct in hearing that right, yeah, that question's going to stay with me for the remainder of the evening, no doubt. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know their work nearly as well as some other groups like Depeche Mode, but yeah, I am going to go through some of the ones I'm more familiar with. I'm going to do Chains of Love next, I think, just because I do remember that one. I think I had a cassette tape single of it with like a dance remix on the other side, so yeah, I'll check that one out, but do let me know if there's anything on either Wonderland or The Innocents that you'd like to hear, because I have those both now, so I can react to anything right away. I'm planning on eventually getting The Circus and maybe one or two others. I know they've continued to make albums more recently. There was one, I think it's called like Neon. I saw a lot of like positive comments on that one online, so I think I may try to pick up that one. I think that's like 2010 sometime, or like 2010s as in the decade, but I'm not sure. Someone let me know if I'm off base there, but yeah. Let me know if you like Erasure and if there's anything in particular you'd like to hear. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.